And the severe weather finally dying down across the Midlands, but we've got more chances for thunderstorms. I'll let you know when coming up. And for parts of the Palmetto State, especially Orangeburg County, thunderstorms moving throughout the day. We'll talk about how long that'll last coming up.
The state had much bigger issues. Henry, what's the very latest with the weather?
Well, we still have some of those showers and thunderstorms out there, but a lot calmer than it was just a little bit ago. Now, as we take a look in Kershaw County, where we still do have a rumble of thunder moving through the area, nothing severe with this particular cell. It continues to move off to the east and will eventually be out within about the next 30 minutes. Also, northward in the state along the I-85 corridor, we've been watching other showers and thunderstorms this evening, right, like I said, along the I-85 corridor. And then here at home in the Midlands, things have been relatively quiet out there for the last about 45 minutes or so. 70s and 60s outside as we head through the overnight hours. Patchy fog likely to develop. Chances of rain continuing tomorrow, and mild as we head towards the 7-day planner, which we'll look at coming up. If you work that third shift, keeping rain chances in the forecast. Watch out for the fog. We're staying in the 60s. We'll talk more about the rain and mild temperatures ahead coming up in a bit. Welcome back, folks. Another storm picture that we received. Lloyd Prentice actually sending this to me on Facebook from Lamar, South Carolina. It's just before you get to Florence off of I-20. Some of the storm clouds that were rolling in today, and you could see some breaks that as the sun was setting, still allowing a little bit of that light through. But regardless, those thunderstorms made for some impressive visuals across the area today. No severe weather, no watches, but we still have some rumbles of thunder moving through southern parts of Richland County, throughout parts of Calhoun County as well, and even over towards Sumter County. Again, nothing severe with this, just some rumbles of thunder and certainly some heavy rainfall associated with all this as things have settled down quite a bit across the area. This is a look at the last couple of hours as these storms continue to roll through, and you can see not quite as much red in there, indicating not as much intensity, which is certainly some good news across the area. Now, I know that the Gamecock game, well, that did get rained out, but Riley Park, they got the action at the River Dogs game, so we just wanted to show you some baseball tonight. Charleston did lose to Savannah, by the way, but I love that shot from our Skywatch Weatherbug Network at Riley Park. All right, let's talk about rain totals. Depending on where you are, you maybe didn't see any rain, or Sumter, our site out there, saw almost an inch and a half, or rather almost 2 inches of rainfall. Close to an inch in Ridgeway, close to 7/10 of an inch in Newberry. Heathwood Episcopal close to 9/10 here in Columbia, and 7/10 at Pillion Middle School. But notice Davie Station only 9/100 of an inch, so not a lot. Now let's look about the humidity. It was thick out there today. As far as the humidity values are concerned right now, those numbers are starting to slowly decrease as the rain is almost washed out of the atmosphere. Temperatures in the 60s now, with a few 70s as well across the Midlands. So temperature-wise, comfortable. The air not as humid, but that's going to change as we head back towards tomorrow, because we've got the Gulf of Mexico. It's open for business with these upper-level disturbance that continues to slide through this low that's ushering in all of this moisture. Now, there's a cold front that is to our west. That's going to start to really get close to the area tomorrow and help to trigger a few more showers and thunderstorms late in the afternoon. Then those chances will start to drop off some over the next couple of days. If you are flying out of Columbia Metro tomorrow, just keep in mind late afternoon thunderstorms can never be ruled out, but most locations staying dry. So putting it into motion for you on Future Watch, well, a dry start, but by the afternoon, here we go again with the potential of these thunderstorms firing up. Could create some minor travel headaches. You want to definitely check with the carrier if you're dealing with one of these thunderstorms at the airport here, and then it'll fizzle out by the evening. The rain tapering off by midnight. Then we'll turn our focus to the potential for some patchy fog. Then into tomorrow from the 70s back into the upper 80s with afternoon thunderstorms once again firing up. Of course, you can never rule out the chance of a strong to severe storm this time of year, as it's a classic spring setup. Rain chances just about every day of the next 7, so definitely keep that in mind that it's going to be those afternoon hours when you're trying to do things outside that you see the better chances for rain. All the everything in the atmosphere has had the chance to heat up. All that humidity that you just feel when you step outside, it's got to go somewhere, so it rings it on out in the form of these thunderstorms.
Hopefully the bucket's filling up.
Yeah, and we definitely need it. We're ahead for the month, still behind for the year, though.
Hey, we'll take it.
Yep.
Thank you, Henry.
Rothenberg joining us now with the first check of the Skywatch forecast. Henry, will it be this way tomorrow?
Well, it looks like we're going to end the work week just like today, Daryl, with gorgeous weather continuing in the Midlands. Today, we saw a lot of sunshine. Temperatures very comfortable out there, all due to a cold front that moved through yesterday, bringing the rain and thunderstorms to the region. Right now, we're looking at a mostly clear sky. Can't rule out some patchy fog developing overnight. The 10 o'clock observations have the numbers a little chilly out there compared to nights past. We're in the 60s and 50s now, compared to a few minutes ago when we had some numbers still in the 70s. These numbers will continue to fall overnight into the 50s, and not even ruling out a few upper 40s in some rural locations. Patchy fog is possible tonight, but don't worry, it'll be gone by tomorrow. Gorgeous weather expected again, and rain and thunder chances in your 7-day planner, which we'll talk about coming up a little later on. If you have to work that third shift tonight, look for a clear sky, 62 at midnight, 58 at 3, and 53 by 6 a.m. More on that forecast coming up in a bit. Really knocking temperatures down too much, but it made it quite comfortable out there. Now, we are watching some storm systems to the west that'll bring some changes. In fact, our Skywatch Weather School question coming from Tyrese Lawson, wanting to know what the area low pressure, the disturbance in Texas that's causing a lot of problems out there, how it will impact our weather. And we will see those rain chances, Tyrese, coming in towards the end of the week and in next week, which we'll elaborate on a little bit more in just a second. I do want to show you, though, to answer your question a little bit more, what's happening on satellite and radar right now. Nothing here, but as we transition to Skywatch WeatherBug and take you to Austin, Texas, and look at the time lapse over the last 6 hours, you can see the thunderstorms are rolling in. Heavy downpours. They're dealing with tornadoes down there, severe thunderstorms, flash flooding. Not looking at anything like that moving in here, but that disturbance is packing a lot of energy in Texas right now. Fortunately, it doesn't look to have near as much once it moves into our area. A live look now from the St. Paul Lutheran School camera in Austin, and still dealing with some of those heavy downpours, which is why you can't see the skyline of Austin, Texas there. Now, here at home, we've got temperatures in the 60s from Aiken Elementary School at 61 after a high of 78 today, low 53. Batesburg at the SCANA site, 66 the current temperature after a high of 74. 61 right now at E.L. Wright Middle School here in Columbia after a high of 83. And Pelion Middle School in Pelion, 62 after a high of 81. Those low temperatures pretty much on the money as well with those lower 50s. Elsewhere across the Midlands, 64 at Columbia Metro, 63 at Newberry, and Airport in Aiken also 63, Orangeburg 62, and the cool spot Sumter 59, 61s for Camden and Manning. Let's go on and widen the view out, and you can see that, again, very comfortable for us, but we've got a surge of warmer air for parts of Texas into the lower Mississippi River Valley, and that's where all the energy for the thunderstorm activity is. We've got high pressure. That's kept our sky clear today for the most part, and we've got showers and thunderstorms in Texas with this disturbance that continues to work its way in from Mexico, hitting some moisture from the Gulf that continues to make its way towards the Central Plains as well, but not going to have near as much of a punch by the time that our rain chances increase next week, which is certainly good news for us. Let's look at all this on Future Watch. We'll start the map at 11 tonight, take you to 5 a.m., and really we're looking at another nice day, nice overnight, nice day on Friday with plenty of sunshine and the rain threat staying well to our west as we head through your Friday. So you don't need the umbrella as you head out and about tomorrow or tomorrow evening. Patchy fog can't be ruled out tonight. 53 the low I'm going for in the city under a clear sky. And then as we head through the day tomorrow, as you're out the door, 63 with sunshine at 9 a.m. By lunchtime, look for temperatures quite pleasant, 74 with abundant sunshine. Heading home at 5 o'clock, 78 degrees, and it's Friday night, so if you're heading out for a night out on the town, we're at 70 by 9 o'clock with that clear sky expected. 7-day forecast, 80 tomorrow, but 83 for Saturday. Mother's Day, depending on the timing of this front, got to put that 20% chance of rain in there. 81 the high, better chances of rain Monday, and as we continue to work our way through next week. But all in all, things looking good today. Tomorrow, Saturday, and Mother's Day overall should be okay. It would be later in the day if we have to up those rain chances at all, Daryl.